Managing vulnerabilities is a top priority for IT and security teams of all sizes. However, with 2024 seeing over 40,000 new vulnerabilities being published, keeping on top of your exposure is an evergreen challenge. This video explores how a data-driven approach, powered by automation, can simplify vulnerability management and significantly reduce manual work. With more vulnerabilities and more tools available to surface them in your environment, how do you keep track? IT and security teams that we talk to generally are looking to manage large data sets effectively. They want to have a laser focus on which vulnerabilities really matter, and they want to automate manual work. The following sections show how these can be achieved simply without fuss or complexity with the correct data platform. With multiple tools generating vulnerability data from scans, assessments, agents, and more, the first challenge is having a dataset that is reliable and consistent. Here, Insight is maintaining a combined, deduplicated dataset from multiple scanners and tools that's continuously updated as scan data or updates are loaded. This is just a modest sample, but 10,000 vulnerabilities is just too many to process. But as a vulnerability manager, you will know that what we need are better ways to focus time on just those vulnerabilities that need our attention. We just saw that every vulnerability has a CVSS score. For a long time, CVSS was an effective way to define which vulnerabilities should get attention. You may even have established vulnerability management policies and SLAs with a specific CVSS threshold. However, with the increase in high and critical vulnerabilities, CVSS alone isn't sufficient. First, we're going to apply some very typical filtering to just show high and critical vulnerabilities. As you can see here, this has got the total down to around 5,000 vulnerabilities, which is much better, but we still can't be sure which are the ones that we need to focus on, as there are just so many. Because this data is in Insight, we also have asset tagging at our disposal, so we can further apply filters to show only those critical assets with high or critical vulnerabilities. This has got us down to around 2,500 vulnerabilities, which is still not quite enough to know which need our immediate focus. Finally, Insight analyzes asset patching over time and assigns a patch confidence score to every vulnerability. Filtering on patch confidence, we can identify the 7 vulnerabilities against critical assets which aren't likely to be patched. So with better data, we've successfully cut vulnerability noise by over 99.9%, going from 10,000 to 7 vulnerabilities that need focus. Finally, let's see how we can set up automations to deal with common vulnerability exceptions. Insight generates findings when something isn't as it should be. You can update the status of findings with inbuilt workflow, or a ticket can be created in an external system, such as ServiceNow. With this smart automation, you can oversee the entire patching process and make sure that vulnerabilities are resolved without lots of manual work in spreadsheets. As you can see from this video, with a data-driven approach, you can put vulnerability management on autopilot and cut noise by well over 90%. If you want to find out more, there's a link to our website below. And finally, I want to say thank you very much for watching and have a great day.